I wanna know why I keep getting
Right.
disconnected from this one
Okay.
fucking game.
Sorry about that. Hey guys, Gamma here. Gonna do mission 5 of Bio's campaign, which is planet landing. I've got the thread in front of me right now, so I can actually look what it is. And I think I'm gonna go for Eve because it's 40 points. Duna is fun to land on, but actually I do believe Eve is quite a bit easier to land on due to the atmosphere. Go ahead and we're now on 16 by 9 instead of 16 by 10, rendered in 16 by 9, so that should go a little better. Game, career mode. Now I did work on the ship outside of the stream for a little while and made it an interplanetary, added an interplanetary stage to it. This is the new ship with the nuke engine and able to get basically anywhere in the lander on top. Previously it looked like this, which was with half as many boosters and no interplanetary stage. It wasn't really that complex to put together, and I really don't feel like going through putting it together again. I didn't test it that well, but I do think that on paper that if I can get this bit to escape Kerbin, or at least to get into a low Kerbin orbit, that this bit should get me to most of the planets. Probably not Jewel. I'll have to plan for that. But without further ado, go ahead and light this puppy up. So yeah, we're going for Eve, which is I'm gonna have to burn out towards it, and then I do believe I will have to do what is it? No, change the inclination. What's that called? Plane change. That's what it's called. Blast off. Plane change. I'll have to do a plane change. That shouldn't be too big a deal. I've had some practice with those. It's significantly smaller than what I usually use to get to other planets. Some of you may have seen my tour to Kerbal ship. The thing is huge. This, pretty sure, is capable of getting the job done. Apparently it's not capable of getting the job. Fuel tank. Brutal. Everything crashed within 1 second. Well then. There was a structural failure between this and this. Probably because all of these are loaded onto that. That. There won't be as much force pushing up. Yeah, because as these get lighter, that'll probably fail. We'll figure it out. Alright, Jeb, I killed you. It's fine, we still got Bill and Bob, even though I think I've killed them a couple times series already. Fire it up. About 80% throttle this time. Then 100% throttle when I can go 400 meters a second in a minute. Pretty quick. Yo bros, check out this stream, you know what I mean?
I'll watch it while I'm can. I haven't played. I haven't. Kerbal Space. Is it Kerbal Space Project or is it?
Yeah.
Has it been updated since like? Oh, it still looks cool.
There's quite a lot of graphical updates in the latest version.
I don't understand. Like whenever I used to do that, it used to be really unstable and like wouldn't fucking go.
That's because I have struts everywhere, dude.
Uh,
Struts. I learned the hard way. I actually just kind of winged this ship together out of nowhere for this series that I'm doing. But my other ships, I've learned from building my other ships that you gotta use a lot of fucking struts everywhere. to line up when or where I need to go to Eve. They added a bunch of new planets too. That.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if you'll listen to the audio on the stream. The gold system. Have the new. That is my target. Should be going faster than I am. Slow down into. This should be, I think, if I'm not mistaken, good time. I might wait till it gets to about here. Then slow down. Not, I'm pretty sure that this thing has the fuel to circularize my orbit to Eve's and then actually do the whole time your orbit, fall into it kind of thing, like I'm supposed to do. Not supposed to do, but I can hook up with Eve and follow it around for one or two of its orbits to catch it. Something like that. That's how I usually get the planets. I don't know the whole timing and measuring your angles and all that crap. I just try to hit the planet. So
You're not talking on like Mumble, right? Like, can you hear me?
I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm talking on the stream, but can't talk on Mumble unless you want
Okay.
to stream.
I was just making sure because like I could hear you, but like I couldn't hear you. Oh, anyway, I'll be back.
Got this orbit. Wasting fuel. Jettisoning. Go. Wasted a bit of fuel there, and I definitely should have started my orbital burn earlier. Big deal. Off yet. Plenty of fuel. Did go to Minmus without the planetary stage. It had plenty of fuel to escape Kerbal even then. All I'm concerned with is just an orbit. Because once I'm in orbit, I'm going to do a little bit of time acceleration, and then I think I need to burn to escape Kerbal this direction, which slows me down and brings my apsis. Para, whatever. Nope. Not a clue. The joys of living it. Perigee. Turn off in direction. Perigee false. Yeah. Working on that orbit. And downwards a little. Good. So you are here. Slow down. Like going this way. I'm gonna keep going that way, and it's gonna be going faster. Going. Can't. 9. This to be probably about here. Oh, I cannot warp. Oh man. Brutal. Can bring myself in. Could. Wasting Sure, this rocket's got plenty of shot. 300 by 300 orbit. It'll let me time Excel, hopefully. Limit is for 1,000 times. Let's find out. Do this. Get there. Lighting effects are pretty cool. Time Excel. Down. Burn. That fuel. Engine. Oh man, this thing is slow. But it is pretty fuel efficient. Alright, so like 1,000 times. So get some time burn. So yeah, that's me coming this way. I'm gonna be slowing down into it, but I'm gonna be going this way. I think basically I just project this direction. I'm gonna get too far ahead of this, so I'm gonna go this way. 270, yeah. Is it? About there. That RCS. Around. Make a record. And I gotta stop making really cheesy references in this little series here. Now, if I remember hearing correctly on one of Kurt J. Mack's videos, that the nuclear engine should respond like the previous fuel plug in that the less you run it, better its efficiency. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to avoid running it at full throttle for that purpose. No, it does seem to be a linear response in consumption. Yeah, it's linear response, so full throttle or not, doesn't really matter. Actually, this direct. Yeah, that's the way I want to. Yep, let's waste time, scare Bill. IVA, why not? Gonna see the point. Get off my on it anyway. Go facing down. Oh, it's nighttime, can't see. Well. Carbon escape velocity, like 0.4. Take a while. Trying to go eccentric. The cool thing is, as this gets out further, it'll become more effective. Direction I want. Yeah, that line's kind of lining up with the angle I'm looking at. About a fourth of my fuel so far. A little less than a fourth of my fuel. Getting there. I think I could have saved a bit of time if I hadn't wasted time making that orbit bigger. Fuel too. Getting there. Still very happy about leaving Kerbal. Getting past. Not anymore. Probably could have tried that for a gravity slingshot, but out for range. Now. Escape. Lapsus. Perhaps falling in. It should be. It is. Good. That into about billion? Is that the right number? 1,000 billion, yes. Billions there. Cut it off right on the edge of E. I don't want to go inside the orbit because then I would go faster than the go faster than to catch up with it. Plane change and that fancy stuff. So 1,000 times cross. Always fun to try out. Right. Down. About right there, and bring mine south. Better at this. 2 weeks ago, if you told me to do a plane change, I wouldn't have had any idea how to do it. I would have been wasting all kinds of fuel just trying to figure it out by burning a little bit and watching the direction change. Now, starting to understand how this orbits work and this compass towards the bottom really, what direction means what in relation to the current sphere of influence. How NASA does this kind of stuff is far beyond me. So, oh. Kind of. Just a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. Getting on the right plane. Now I've used about a quarter of my fuel. Get them to got the direction right of the try. I'm pretty proud of myself. Getting That's pretty close. Way in line. There, they look pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go here. I'm supposed to be ahead of it. Wow. Just gonna time excel. Luckily, I'm not out at Jewel because it was painful to orbit for Jewel. The orbits happen quite a bit quicker, so like, yeah, 100 days versus 3 years. To almost catch me out, just slow down into it. So let's slow down here. It's catching me up real quick because I'm at Kerbin's. Burn down. Turn right. Get back on to retro. Down a little bit too, about 5 degrees down. Good. Should swing my periaps along the orbit while bringing in apoaps. Alright, so I was off by about 180 degrees. It's fine. Or 90 degrees, sorry. I'm straight down. That seems to be having a desired effect. I could have planned this a little better. And I tried to save my fuel this time and get it on the next one. Periap. Taking my minor alignment. Burning. Periaps to apoaps to burn. This would be better if I knew what I was doing, when to launch and which direction to go and how to time all that stuff. Right now I'm just winging it. Time excel. That's gonna catch me up pretty far, so I stay inside. Try to catch the planet back up. Gone through about half, under half. So I'll try to bring this in about as much, almost a Moho's orbit, and I'll bring the apoaps down when I catch up, because that should bring me to catch back up with, I think. I'm not actually sure how this works. If I do get an encounter, it's going to be at this point, not this point of intersection. That much I do think I know. Not positive, though. Again, in it.
I'm back, gamer.
Seems legit. I'm just winging this whole planet transfer thing, trying to figure it out as I go, you know? The boss. There's like calculations and shit, like real world stuff that you can do to figure this out, but where's the fun in that?
Ain't no nerd.
I am though, because I did a plane change and I know what that means and how it works. And I know that I have to get inside the orbit of this planet to catch it up.
Fucking AP, like AP fucking physics in grade 12. Dropped out in the first 2 days. Like I was about that life. Switched into fucking.
It's a fun activity.
Well, I had calculus and functions and like a bunch of shit that so I didn't need like physics.
Physics any less fun.
I mean, my teacher was like old and dry as fuck.
Felix a dry teacher.
You know what I mean?
I don't.
Fuck.
Must be a Canadian thing. Bring this in now. At some point I will catch up because I'm going faster because I'm closer to the gravity than the planet is. I'm going faster here. I'll catch it back up. Somewhere along this intersection I should get an encounter with it. Fuel, we're doing fuel. Hopefully I didn't miss the encounter. I was checking fuel. That would suck. Just time itself for calculated burns where I'm not going to modify my throttle or direction. Just let's set delta V, right? Because the gravity changes the orbit, I guess. Time itself. Just give me the 4x like in the atmosphere. Even though it is scary watching your fuel drop at 4 times the rate it does in atmosphere. I was hoping to take as much fuel as it's taking. Alright, so they look circular, so they take about the same amount of time now. Any time now to counter. Now we're starting to actually less time. I don't know. I'm just happen here. Area. Also, it already happened that I missed it. Just checking my. That would really suck. So though, because I'm pretty far behind it. Derp, 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 derp. Back. Let's see how close it gets me. Catch it on the next pass. God, it looks so close, but it is far away yet. catch about around the orbit. If thinking.
Are you just like fucking hanging out in orbit right now?
Yeah, I'm orbiting the sun right now.
It's dangerous, man.
Trying to catch up Eve so I can land on it. Starting to run out of options and or ideas.
Give you bigger fuel cells? Cause like mine used to run out like so early.
More efficient in.
Works too.
And knowing when to burn the engines now really, which I don't know. See what that's taking. Okay, almost on my last tank of fuel. Pass it. Alright, so that means here I burn outwards and I will hit it, I think. If I think faster, so for this I'll be slower out here. Catch back up. That makes sense. Right? Yeah, that should make sense. I don't know. God, I hope so, because I'm on my last tank of fuel. I don't know if I'm stranded in this mission. Whoop! There's the encounter we're looking for. Alright, that works. I'll take it. Flying by the seat of the pants. Oop. 10-point bonus. Complete my interplanetary transfer EVA. Should be worth extra points. Yay. Fly around a little bit. Grab on. Back to the ship. Continue on our. Good to know I didn't knock myself out of the orbit. Well. Just like an hour or two encounters. That's fine. Planet. This will be my ever actually positive. Good. Alright, let's slow this puck down. I'm pretty confident I'm going to be able to. Pretty confident. Plenty of Delta V. Put on into an orbit. That atmosphere, and once I'm in the atmosphere, I'm basically home free. Strange seeing that Eve's tiny little dot, and then you'll Gilly, and it's this scale looks bigger. I guess it's not real. Downward. It's hooking. Plenty of fuel. I have to, might need lander's fuel. Deorbit. Did my EVA, what am I? Now that I've got the thread open. Achievements. Do a couple mission 5s to land on other planets as well. Round perhaps. Day now. Got an orbit. Like to land on. Looking for. Bring this down to like about 1 million. 3 or 4. Deorbit from the. Plane change out. Don't really care anymore. That landing. Don't want to land at night. Or in one of the oceans. So that would be fine. So let's bring it down to like 4,000. Or an 11,000 that looks alright. Spent Delta V down. Oh man, no way. So do I think that I would have been at 3 kilometers a second from the burn here, bridge, perhaps towards land, maybe hopefully bring it down to a fun little. I want it. Doesn't matter now. 1,000. Wait, no. Yeah, I make it inside the sooner. Can't tell from this angle. Yes. Probably. I want to get this out here. The planes. That looks good. Yeah, that'll be fine. To Gilly Mountain. That'll incorrectly, which I'm probably not. Oh. Kind of retro. Grade. That looks pretty good. this general read. Fine. Nope, last time. Whoop. I did forget that the planet rotates. Alright, I can fix this. I think. Gotta burn. Shit. Oh boy. South. I'm not gonna be able to come out of it. Burner lining in the ocean. Hold the phone. This might work. Oh, I'm actually out of shit. Come on. Nope, I'm landing in that ocean. There's about it. Deal. See how many G's we can pull. Whoa, off the chart. Still pulling over 15 there. Or the atmosphere. A water landing. Touchdown of the water at second. I've had just the worst planning with these. Atmospheric dynamic cell is great. I'd like to have it while I'm doing burns, the planetary space. Down, I believe, at 20 meters a second. I do believe I died. Sitting at ground texture, not exploded above what looked like to be the water. Well, that's inconvenient. Hopefully we can call that a landing. I try the quick load. Put me. Never actually used the quick load before. Yes, on the launch pad. So, that was basically a touchdown. I'm gonna call that a landing and give myself the points for that mission. If someone wants to sit through and rewatch, check that watched it on the go ahead, but I think that was a well-earned 50 points for as little as I know is what I'm actually doing. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.